immigrants. They want us to bring the immigrants in our house.
Importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need.
Fuck that.
Become a sponsor family. You can contact
What's funny about this video is she looks like she's about to bust up laughing. Like I know there's some stupid, ridiculous shit,
I
but
don't
they
even let
wrote it
family
down, and
members.
I'm reading it, huh?
Yeah, my bad, my bad. I cut you off. But I was just saying, like, I don't even let family members stay with me.
Man,
Like, let alone I'm gonna let some immigrant I don't know. Like, yeah.
look at the black woman behind her. She looking at her like, bitch, ain't nobody going for this shit. Look how she looking at her. She like, you stupid as hell. Ain't nobody
I,
going for this.
I gotta get some more context. Like, play some more.
Uh,
the Brazilian Workers Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an additional family be part of your family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site.
bro, I'm sorry. I know they gonna be mad I paused the video again, but the two white guys at the end, what they look and saying to me like this shit so stupid. I don't even want to look at the camera. Like, look at their face. They've been like that the whole fucking time. They don't
Then
even
if you
want.
have an extra building,
I still need some more context. Like, what is
You don't
this
get
in
carry this. Hold on,
regards
wait a
to?
minute, Sabis. You don't have an extra building laying around?
well, I have a couple, but not to just
Not
give
for
away.
just random
No,
immigrants.
no, I don't. But if I did, I wouldn't be giving it away for free.
I think I could scrape up an extra building. Everybody's got
Just
an extra
one?
building.
Yeah, I could probably maybe.
For a random immigrant that should. That's what I said. I need more context. It's gotta be something else to
Well,
me.
you only got 24 more seconds, so here we go.
If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well. And if you're a hotel or a motel owner, consider opening it up for emergency assistance. If you're a landlord or a property owner, we can use you too and connect you with service providers to help transition families into permanent housing. Everyone has something they can offer. Most importantly,
So I actually seen the part where she's saying if you're a motel owner, I actually seen somebody rent their motel out to the homeless. The city paid them I think the city paid them like 750,000 for the year for the whole hotel. And them homeless people fuck that hotel up. When they got through with that motherfucker, they had to do the whole fucking thing over. Feces on the wall, holes in the wall, old ass fucking trays of food, garbage. You got to think these people are homeless. Some of these people have schizophrenia. Some of these people have been homeless for years, not bathed properly. The room stink. Is like oil based funk on the wall that they couldn't get out. Like in the
Well, I'll
city.
say
Go ahead.
no. I thought you were. Well,
No, I'm just saying the city
oh.
had to pay for that too. It wasn't worth it to me. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's a difference between like a homeless person and an immigrant. So I don't think that the immigrants would probably trash it as bad as the homeless.
Mm.
However, her sales pitch didn't say shit about money, which is insulting to my intelligence. Because if I'm a hotel owner, if I'm a property owner, if I have like rental properties and stuff like that, even if I'm a homeowner, in what world would I just give away value like that?
Yeah, because you can't pay your bills and your mortgage with friendship. You can't be like, can I got a good heart on pump too?
Well, it feels like you're saying, well, if you're a good person, you should do without to help somebody else. And that's all well and good, but from the seat you're sitting in, the person making a sales pitch, you're in a much better position to do that than most people. So why are you reaching out to me? The government's printing money all over the place. They're sending money overseas. They're giving money away to immigrants, not these immigrants specifically, but people come in, they can apply for grants and stuff to open businesses and stuff like that.
They
The
giving their
people who
money
live,
away to war for wars we have nothing
I
to
was
do
trying
with.
not to say it. Wars we're not even involved in. just giving all that money away. If you really wanted to provide safe shelter for these people, give money to the people who are helping. That is not a big ask.
So do you guys know that they're making these immigrants police officers?
I've heard.
Yeah. Well,
I
LA
think that is
already
a
they got their
terrible
first
idea.
class out in LA.
Yeah. Well, that's because most people from the areas don't want to be police. I think it was a terrible idea to have people that aren't from the area being police in the area in the first place. That's a
The
terrible,
whole problem with police and community is this a disconnect. So your
right.
next bright idea is to hire somebody that's totally disconnected from the community.
Well, in my opinion, the this is satire and this is just jokes and is not to be taken seriously.
You're about to say something fucked up.
But the thing is this, it's
Brother. Oh,
if you have somebody who is completely dependent on you, like say you have an immigrant, and this is satire again. You have an immigrant who is dependent on the government for food, shelter, sustenance, and everything. And then you train them to work whatever job. Take police, for instance, even though this is satire. They will do whatever you tell them to do because they are reliant on you for survival. So you can have them do literally whatever you want them to do. Whatever the rules are you want to enforce, however cruel or vicious the thing you're asking of them, they will do what you want because they don't have a choice. They're more likely to toe the line. They're more likely to, like, if you want completely benevolent police officers, you'll get them because they don't have a choice but to follow the rules. They'll follow the rules to the letter because they need to live and survive and provide for their families. They have no fallback. People who live here or who were born here, they have a fallback. They have communities and people they know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like if you have an immigrant from nowhere, they have nowhere to fall back to. You provide them everything, which is why I'm afraid of like a government controlled digital currency. That's another subject. They have to do whatever they're told, whether that's really, really good or really, really bad. For instance, say there was a type of person you wanted to subjugate or you want to plant evidence on. They're going to do it because that's what they were told to do. For them, it's just doing their job. They need to take care of their family. They're going to do what they have to do.
Yeah.
So
I think they are paying for them to stay places too because it's a building down the street some guy brought and remodeled it and he wants like 3 grand a month or something like that. And we were saying like, why the fuck would somebody pay 3 grand a month to live there? It's nice as fuck though. But and lo and behold, it's a whole family of Nicaraguans in that motherfucker.
all things told, from what I've heard, could be wrong. It costs about $7,000 per immigrant a month for wherever they're living for food shelter. And the crazy thing is, most people who live here don't make anywhere near that. Nowhere near
Wow.
that. Yeah. So
I'm about to be Nicaraguan. Or am I Nicaraguan? That's what it is.
I was not, well, I wasn't thinking that, but that's hilarious. Well, the
We,
thing is, I
we
mean,
can move with Sabia. Sabia stay in a nice place. He can go swimming. The end. That's it.
I'm not going to even dignify that with an answer. Like I said, I need more context, man. This,
He can go
I
swimming in
mean,
that
this shit
nice
is stupid to
pool.
me. I'm in a state where a bunch of people are for the wall.
Right.
Uh,
You do with that
Enough
as you
said.
must, whoever's
Enough
listening.
said.
He's definitely in the state. We won't say what state, but they want that wall as high as that motherfucker can go where he at.
Most
Straight up.
people in the country aren't willing to fight for much of anything. And then the people who do try to fight for stuff get vilified and villainized all over the media because the media is bought and paid for. So it's like they can just do whatever. They can do whatever they want, and people aren't going to stand up and try to fight for anything, except for very small pockets of people.
I think they should have. I don't know, man. They have to have some kind of plan that we can't see and play, because why not help the people that's already here? Why are you like why did we take up this burden? I don't get it. I don't have nothing against these people. I'm just like trying to figure out what the angle is. You know what I mean?
Well, the birth rate's dropping in most places, especially in America. Um, if there is a war, you're gonna need bodies. So that's one aspect. More and more people don't want to work, especially manual labor jobs. So that's another avenue to look at. And then there's a lot to be said for a completely dependent group of people who will do whatever you say.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of different avenues to look at it from. If you step out of your own shoes and step in the shoes, like imagine yourself as an evil totalitarian. And then you're like, what pieces do I have to play with? What would I like when it comes to immigration? If you're trying to figure out why immigration, you have to step into those shoes and then look down at the big picture. And it's like, what do these pawns offer me? Because that's how they see it. It's like, what do these pawns offer me? They're free. They're extra citizens in the country. What does it cost me to have them there? Oh, nothing. I take money from the citizens and then I just apply it over here. Like it doesn't cost them anything. And now they have
that same thinking pattern sounds awfully familiar.
no, I'm just saying, this is all satire, I'm
It
saying
sounds awfully familiar. I think we had a few family members who was familiar with that play. Slavery.
yeah.
I just like the way you delivered it. You was like, for those that don't know, slavery.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, it's another way to look at it. I guess a lot of the passport bros don't have to go out the country no more.
No, they're contaminated now.
Yeah, once they come to America, it's a
Once they
wrap.
come to America, it's a wrap.
And they got brainwashed into American culture.
Somebody I was talking to actually told me about some show they were watching where it was kind of about guys who went overseas and met women, and then like some of them that brought the women here, once the woman got here, they started making friends here, and they just turned into women from here. Just destroyed it. Really, it still got left. I was like, damn. So you got to go over there and just stay there. It's like,
Yeah.
Or they come here and make no American friends. Like you, they pretty much have to stay within friends of, from their country or whatever.
well, it's like that old saying, lay down with dogs, get up with fleas. It's like you become more like the people that are around you. So if you surround yourself with people with a lot of values and you're in a culture where everybody like supports each other and cares for each other and lifts each other up, then that's the type of person you become. But the more you're around selfishness, I mean, selfishness is easy. It's a very easy lifestyle. It's a lot easier to look out for yourself than to look out for everybody around you. So if you come from an area where it's everybody working together to make something, and you come here and it's like, all I have to do is care about myself and I get money for free.
Yep.
Like, well, shit, I'll just start an OnlyFans. I'll just start an OnlyFans, get free money, and take care, and I'll just look after myself. And I mean, is that the best way to build a family or build a community? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody could make a good argument that that's the case.
What's the quickest way to make some money?
If you only care about yourself. That's what I said. Selfishness is in my opinion, selfishness is the closest thing to evil there is.
Mm.
So the sliding scale for evil and good for me is selflessness versus selfishness. So the more selfish your actions are, the more likely you are to harm others to achieve your own end. So if all you care about is yourself, then you are an extremely evil person. That's just my own view, which may or may not be right. But it's very easy to be selfish and just look after yourself and to make decisions that make your life better in a bubble for you. It's much harder to live a life where you care about the people around you and try to make everybody's life better. So
I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying the quickest way to make money. The quickest way to make money is to be selfish.
right, and the evil way has always been the quick way.
Well,
You would know you the devil.
He said you would know you the devil. This shit,
eh,
this shit,
I give you a C on that one.
this shit remind me of Scarface though. This how Tony Montana came over here. They brought the immigrants over. They was working at a fucking hot dog stand, pause. And then they started selling kilos of never mind, man.